I'm in love.
So are we listening to Young K? I'm gonna cry.
Yes, you are gonna cry. So you are now reacting to the Day 6 member, Young K, and his song, Want to Love You, off of his 2021 solo debut album called Eternal.
Wow.
He sings, even in moments I am loved, I feel like I am not good enough. You say you are going to love me without any intention of getting it back. He vows to love them back to the extent that they feel the same happiness as him when he receives their love. So it is a song filled with yearning and wonder as Young K allows himself to be loved and then in return love others. The song is composed by Young K and Chun Ta Sol. This is a fan-made lyric video, so there'll be the lyrics there if you want to catch a glimpse at them.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm in love.
It's so soft.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like that sort of wine glass sort of twirling thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I think
like
so.
the very glassy sound up top.
Looking up to hear it, I can't hear it.
Now, like, with the rhythm, there's a lot of motion. It's creating the build, the emotional build. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, in the piano. Oh, the vocal arrangement in the back.
Oh, I like the strings doing the little 7.
I like a lot of the ambient sounds going on. It's adding to the emotion.
It's like the most peaceful synth ever.
It sounds kind of profound, the way he sings down. Oh, or sings up it.
Really simple sound design, but it sounds great. Like that little riff at the end.
Ooh, that's a hard chord to pinpoint.
Dang, those harmonies are nice.
I love that they didn't just copy paste the chorus.
I mean, it's such a diatonic melody, but it just feels like a good melody. This is the theme of the day. Oh, wow, straight up to B major.
Okay. Oh, he really saved that until the end. See, there's like...
It's like a motivational synth.
It's a keyboard, but I don't mind it. It's so warm. Like, see, every chord sounds exactly the same, but I don't mind it. Or is this how it ends?
That was so pretty. I love those type of songs.
That was good. That was splendid. That was kind and fabulous. That'd probably be in my top 5.
I'd say so too.
I really like acoustic, and then like when things are layered in over acoustic, so you're starting with something raw. But vocally, in the chorus, I think I appreciated most how high the melodic line ascends because it forces the male voice into falsetto. And I think it's falsetto is the most vulnerable sound that the voice produces because you can only project so much through it. So there's still like a weakness and a breathiness to it that's like you don't have much control over as a singer. So like, it's like I don't know, it's very authentic to do as a singer. I just think the words are beautiful, the song is beautiful.
The message is the number one thing, I think, and the melody is like pretty simple too, you know, and there's nothing much going on in the background, and there's lots of like empty space, honestly, but that's perfect because you're just like really, the message, you know, the lyrics, it's just like going through you, and it's just, you're just absorbing the lyrics.
It was understated. I love that. I love understatement in songs. You'd never know that listening to the songs we write, but I love understatement. Really, you just have to acknowledge that there's power in like the human voice, and when you're trying to convey a message, every little word counts. And when you listen to a song by somebody who understands that, you know. And it sounded great. Like, I don't know if it was necessarily one take, but every little part of the song that repeated was different. He sang both choruses. They were separate performances.
The thing I love about it is the melody. The melody is so beautiful, it's so catchy too. It's like you can sing the melody with a lot of power and emotion. Because it's like ascending first and with like a strong quarter note, so you feel like you're climbing a mountain, like very steady. And then da-dee, da-dee, and da-dee. It's like a response. It's like somebody at down there like calls you back or something.
Hey, come on back down!
Yeah, we're almost there.
What other vocal techniques did he do that you felt added to the longing and vulnerability?
I think it was end of the second verse, maybe, or end of the chorus. He sustained a note. It was fully straight tone and allowed some vocal constriction into it, and then released to vibrato, which is a pattern we see in like music theater and like more contemporary styles with the voice. So like the belt was really clean, and then he deliberately brought in like some kind of agony or longing for it.
What I really like about Young K's voice is I really love that he doesn't go overboard with the vibrato a lot of the times, because it doesn't like ruin the song for me, but like when I do hear you know, people sing with like excessive like vibrato like for like each word, I think it kind of takes away from the song. But Young K, he uses vibrato to emphasize the words and like the feeling and the emotions that he's trying to go for in the song, and I think that's really great. I like that. I don't know, do you guys like sing in vibrato to like end phrases, or like just to like...
I mean, opera, isn't that constant vibrato?
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, so like I don't want to talk too much about it.
No, yeah, vibrato, well, it comes out when there is no usage of any muscle in your vocalizing. So if like all of this is very relaxed and everything, basically the vibrato is kind of the air coming out without any restriction from your anything happening like in here. Exactly. I will say that the good thing about people who have that ability for when they can use it is that they can in turn allow that vibrato to be an emotional choice rather than a choice that they kind of have to do because they don't know how it comes out or anything like that.
And like it was pitch corrected, and I know because naturally when you start expressing more and more emotion in your singing, your voice starts to waver a little bit, like you don't hit all your notes correctly, or like exactly 0 cents on the pitch. Yeah, but when that starts to happen and you're still like heavily pitch correcting, you can hear it strain against, like in the second chorus is where I really noticed it. Because if you just like zero out the note, it kind of just flatlines the humanity in the note. But it was like very minor, subtle, you know, you're not supposed to hear it. But you can tell like when something's like fluctuating, but it's been contained. But that was just like a very minor detail I found. It was great, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That was super nice.
Yeah.
Are you wanting a live performance?
Yeah, of course I want a live performance. Could you, my only complaint is that
a little bit too much
it's a little
editing.
bit, yeah, it's just a little bit too constrained. Yeah, it's so nice.
Nice octave.
It just draws you in so much more.
Yeah, right? That's so good. The B major.
Yeah, this doesn't swell as much as the studio version.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I love how he uses the common tone in the F sharp in order to go to the B major, which is really cool. Like it's still the same story, but then like the glass shifts and has a different color.
Oh, it's just. I see, that's why, because it's very nondescript. E, G, A, D. Yay!
It's great. That was so much better. I don't know what it is. You know when you have a wine glass and you like the overtones and it's got that like really beautiful, just like angelic sound sitting up on top. I thought how that was treated in the studio version was gorgeous. It was the most understated, subtle thing, and yet it made like the entire song. It was just super special. Yeah, so I really liked that.
The thing that like kept kind of like hitting me was the background vocals in the chorus. It sounded gorgeous. It sounded so nice. It's like filled it out, but it was like the perfect balance. The lead vocal came through nice and clear, and I don't know, just like, oh, just put you into this space.
Yeah, so it's thirds and then it's like an inverted fifth, third inverted fifth, and then third and inverted fifths, and then just ending on a third. I thought that was just really pretty, and I think too having it as going to the third, that F sharp in a female voice, I think that added such a translucent and very beautiful quality to it.
Yeah, also I love I guess the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Where it just went out into like these crazy other chords and like into some new keys.
I think that bridge sold it for me. It's really good. I want to listen to the harmonies, and then I want to listen to the bridge and see where they go.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's got a really bittersweet quality to it. I don't know what it is about that motion. Yeah, because the vocal line goes up to a D.
Yeah, because you can really hear the, you can really hear that 4-3 in the top. I love 4-3. I love 4-3 suspensions like way more than I like 2-1. Should I explain what a 4-3 suspension is? Yeah? Okay, so.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Do you want to switch places?
Maybe. Go through the notes of D major. So we're in the key of D major, right? So when we're talking about scale degrees, we're going like, so D, the note that it starts on is 1, and then ascending you just go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So when we're talking about a 5 chord, we're talking about a chord that's built on the 5th scale degree, so the 5th note of the key of D major. And very often in these 5 chords, you add this 4th scale degree, and it has kind of a pull to that chromatic note that's in the D major chord. So this scale degree 4 wants to resolve to 3. Like there's a very strong pull with that. So that's the 4-3 that Rachel just loves more than 2-1. Just play a nice 4-3 suspension.
I actually did my paper, my theory paper on this, and how like extensions create atmosphere and nostalgia, evoking nostalgia. So you have like the major 9 chord, which is all nice and pretty, and then you have the major 9 chord, where if we're in D major, which this song is, you have the C sharp, which acts as your major 7th extension, or you have an E, which acts as your major 9 extension. So you have a moment where I think it was at the very end of the chorus where you had this, and And then you had in the electric guitar, you had this interval where it was like, and then it went into a D major chord or something like that, where it was like, which is just like really soupy and beautiful in my opinion.
The chords that you were playing and like the way that you were talking about extensions, like to create an atmosphere, that's what they do a lot in like Christian music.
Gotcha.
And so a lot of this sounds like Hillsong United, because I feel like they try to go for the atmosphere of heaven and like being in the moment and just worshiping the Lord and stuff, and like you're in the space with like a bunch of people, and it's a lot of like reverb too and like this atmospheric sound. And to me, when I'm like listening to this like by myself, it's like, oh, he's singing for me in like a hall, kind of like with the reverb.
And then wait, what does the bridge do? Is that what? Is that where it goes?
Yeah.
In D major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B is the 6th scale degree of D, but usually the 6th is minor. But what he does is he goes. He makes it major.
You just played a minor chord.
He makes it major, which is really cool. That's like the ascension kind of thing that's going on.
You guys talked, or at least Owen talked a little about the color shift going from the first part of the song to the B major. What were the colors, the first part of the song into the bridge?
It was more major pentatonic into really, really major sound.
It's like the sun shining.
Like
it's
crazy.
Bright.
I mean, and it's not just like to go from D major to B major, you're going D major to A to E, then to B. Like it's not, I mean, around the circle fifths, that already gets brighter. But when you're going 3 sharps brighter, like that's like a strobe light shining, and more than just like the sun kind of coming up. So it was just crazy how major it got in that section.
Can you play D major to B major?
Wait, do around the circle fifths? Or like so we can hear, it's like it's getting brighter and kind of going up. And to have all of those shifts happen in one motion is a lot.
Or yeah, it was here, and then to go here. But I think it went through like G, and then it went like something like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it felt very bright.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's crazy.
I thought it felt more grounded actually, because like the piano's super soft and the vocals are really wispy, and like, yeah, the background vocals are just like barely there enough to fill it in, but not like, piercing through the texture. And then like the synths come in and everything just feels like a little bit more real in that bridge. Yeah.
Like that? Oh, that is a really cool progression for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
So, I want to dig into this. Starting on this B major, then it goes right to the original, to the 1 in the original key that was all in, and then it rests again on the 4, but then it goes to the flat 7, flat major 7 of the original key, and then moves chromatically down to B major, and that is a really, really freaking cool color change.
Which is also really interesting because that's like the Neapolitan chord of B major.
Of B major. Whoa!
Also, like, what the fuck?
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Like that was very intentional, and it creates a really cool mood.
I think it also just makes it like so much more impactful because the entire time we've just been resting on like the same chord progression.
And then back to 1, yeah.
Like same 3 chords, right? And then so much just happens. And then it goes
And then
back.
after resting on the flat 7 again. And that chord motion, it kind of has like a triumphant quality to it. Like people use that a lot in film scores.
Yeah.
To represent that kind of emotion, like triumphing over something. Yeah.
I wanna be an outsider. 난 누가 또 갖고 싶지 않아 an outsider.
Can you throw a grape in my mouth?
I'm not good at aiming.
He can do it. I'll catch
I
it.
can do it.
Reach.
Whoa! Yay!
Yay,
That was
food
great.
in Jason's
Oh, that
mouth.
actually felt really good. That was a good grape.
That was a good grape.